to see Eddie is working through his demons. He's becoming a real hero.
I almost gave Eddie a hug, but I didn't want
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite.
Hey, can I ask you a favor? Okay, well, thanks anyway.
You know, when I first heard about Lilith and her apocalypse,
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of it. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my script. An excellent fun. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
I'm ready. I never read.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not? met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
So be it.
Good one!
Be my victim. Your match.
Don't cross my path again.
Pretty good at this. Here we go.
We will never forsake her.
The main course has arrived.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, and you think you tried to end this one?
I think you don't fail.
The Punisher must get along really well.
side!
Maybe you should teach me that one. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance.
All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a file. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone. Along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
Exactly what I needed. About time.
That webbing was a fortunate side effect. Be grateful you don't have 8 legs. Now remember... Now let that be a lesson. I am your... waiting.
We will never forsake her.
Hydra, now. This is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injections was too profound to ignore. As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference.
Nice! Let's do this! I'm going for it! Sorry, but you had it coming. Hey! This should help.
That's one hell of a move.
I'm on it. Should come in handy.
It appears we'll be delayed. If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and possibility. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words aren't lost on me.
I think you got it. That's a neat trick.
On Gamma, on the move.
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Suns again.
As opposed to what?
We're leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later. Right, feeling it.
It's on. Give the mother my regards. In hell. Get him.
No further, abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey.
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises, but any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home, and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Then let me officially welcome you to the Midnight Suns.
You will not regret this. Now, can you show me where we keep the prisoners? I would like to feast.
What?
Only kidding. I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
I've heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful, because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet
stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime. Now I'm not the only one here who tried to kill Spider-Man.
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just to ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Why are Hydra soldiers willingly turning into vampires?
Define willingly. I think that's Sin's influence.
They must be extremely devoted to agree to such a change.
Or more terrified of what Sin will do if they don't. I wonder how becoming a bloodsucker mixes with the gamma serum already in their systems. I bet that's one hell of a hangover.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
It is always fun to see you fight.
Thanks, Hunter. I'm really trying over here. About to make a protein shake if anybody wants.
So Blade trusts Morbius? A vampire? Huh. Where are the flying pigs?
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
If this was a mistake, let me know. We will do whatever you think is best.
Hey, I don't want that responsibility. If this goes south, I'm not taking the blame.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical.
Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
I never used to trust anyone unless they had a rough childhood.
Really?
Don't act so surprised. I'm capable of trusting people.
I meant, why did you feel that way?
Oh, I used to think people with easy childhoods were soft, that they blow over as soon as anything went wrong. I didn't hate them, but I barely saw them as human.
I have met plenty of strong people who have had easy childhoods.
Same. That's part of what convinced me I was full of it. I still catch myself thinking those thoughts, but I've worked to ignore them. Truth is, I never had it easy, and was jealous of those who did. Took me a while to figure that out. How about you? Not counting Illyana, your childhood was the roughest of the Midnight Suns. Do you find it harder to trust?
Maybe 3 centuries ago, but that is no longer how I see it.
You think dying put what matters into perspective?
Could be. Or maybe Nico's role in my resurrection gave me a bit of her optimism.
You're lucky if it did. She has enough to keep us going, but not so much to be annoying. I respect that. I had a decent time.
It's hard to keep secrets from my symbiote. It never sleeps.
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now the Abbey has as many PhDs as you'd find on your average golf course.
We've met. Dr. Morbius. So good to see you again.
Doctor Strange, still patrolling the spiritual realm, I see. I'd love to get set up as quickly as possible in here. Start learning the lay of the land so I can help out.
Well, set up your little test tubes anywhere you'd like. Just don't touch any of my stuff.
And there are several mystical artifacts in here that no one should look at directly.
Don't look and don't touch. You'll really know how to make a colleague feel at home.
Just remember that's only an expression. And you don't actually own any of this.
But we really are glad to have you.
I can tell.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful.
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime. I should set up my lab sooner than later. Spider-Man told me the Forge is roomy and bickering. My symbiote's giant tongue lets us taste more flavors. Not in a creepy way.
Feeling good today, girl?
I have to say, Hunter, you do not disappoint.
All I did was show up.
Nah, you done more than show up. You showed me the way.
Do not follow me, Daywalker. I do not know where I am going.
Yeah, you do. You're just humble about it. Another reason I like you. I'll be honest. When Nico first busted you out of that coffin, I was sure there would be a time where I might have to hunt the Hunter. But now I'm damn sure that time will never come.
So I may remove the garlic that has been hanging over my bed?
Unless you're using it as one of those hanging air fresheners, I think it's safe. Just wanted to let you know, I'll always have your back, Hunter. No matter what. Now, let's go kick some Lilin ass.
After you, Blade.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Do I even want to know where you got this? This is some of my best work. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
rhymes with fire. Let me show you.
No pain, no gain. I think we've got something for everyone.
Way to use that in battle.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Constant innovation. That's the Stark promise.
Bye.
All you have to do is take out that nest mother. Sounds simple enough, right?
It's still the prize.
Do not allow her to distract you.
That doesn't sound very challenging. You're just lucky I'm not ready to feed. Be my victim. Is this what you had hoped for? I'll make quick work. Now remember who started. I smell your fear.
This won't take
You should never have come here.
That unicorn is pissed! I choose you! With extreme prejudice.
My will be done.
You will obey.
I will not be defied.
You're gonna try that. I really made an impression on him. I thought this was gonna be tough. Maybe they thought it was gonna be easy. Do we cancel out? I bet you've never seen one this big.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
About to die. Let that be a lesson to you, evildoer. Gonna get you. Strangely predictable, right?
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards. That time has clearly passed.
checklist or anything, but so far, so good.
You were too weak for this fight. not bother running. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my pull. I'm impressed. Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
The end begins.
I must move.
I'm feeling pretty good about this.
So be it.
You should be more careful.
Are we excited? Somebody call the meat wagon.
It is too late for you.
Now that was something. Leave some for the rest of us. Do not seem to be a match for us. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? This is some of my best work. What are we building today?
So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit, Doc?
I assume through some sort of elaborate computer-aided precision manufacturing process.
Well, that's how it is now, sure, but the very first one I hammered out with my own 2 hands.
Oh, that seems improbable.
You're a wizard!
Remind me not to ask you about anything ever. I expect this to be quite impactful.
Find more coil, send it my way.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Back again.
New and improved.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
I feel stronger already.
Practice makes perfect. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome. Let us twist and turn reality. These ancient techniques will have Hydra bamboozled.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
It's hard to keep these fangs sharp.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now. Can't wait to try this out.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
I think we've got something for everyone.
Way to use that in battle. We didn't think we could get any stronger. They'll never see us coming. That will keep these teeth.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Better test this out next time.
Time to take it to the next level.
A timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
Yeah, I guess it is a tough decision.
Our enemies are many, but we grow stronger. I feel strengthened and ready for battle. The greater the light to fight the darkness.
Don't worry about me. I'll meditate until you're ready.
New and improved. A timely enhancement. Let us see it in action.
Sometimes you just need to spice things up. Try something different. We need any advantage we can get. I like to stay on the cutting edge.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
Maybe you should just hit me up on Super League when you're ready.
And just sit back. Always improvements to be made.
Us to round off our edges.
You ever wonder if those birds out there are stuck here, trapped in the Abbey's bubble? It's creepy if you think about it.
Wait to use that in battle. See us coming.
I'm ready when you are. Time to spill your guts, Hydra. This stuff is actionable. Let's shut it down. Central will crack the code. This intel is hot. This should keep someone busy.
You can owe me one.
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
Pick your target, Hunter. See you soon.
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, but no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
Where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm gonna go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
production of my prototype sample is a nightmare come to life.
Do you ever regret creating your sample?
Of course. But humankind did not split the atom just to create bombs. In the right hands, science is a force for prosperity.
What about the wrong hands?
When I am done with them, they will not have hands.
I think we're going to get along, Hunter.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
They're intent on attacking the server. We must stop them. I
This can only bode well for us.
Don't cross my path again.
For Hydra! You will suffer!
It appears we'll be delayed. I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing.
dying so soon?
Now remember...
You're not out of this yet. At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
Doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less...
Doesn't matter. She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Prototype. It's here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievances personally.
You're surprised? Someone marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly cold for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk.
It is too late for you.
Quick fight! We'll take it.
It doesn't seem fair if you're allowed to eat them and I'm not.
Ready!
By her command.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted ambitions.
Hydra in a nutshell.
Nothing of the great works achieved by Hydra. This will be our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
This is all coming back to me.
It's time!
We will not fall back easily. I cannot be.
They're all looking at us, Eddie!
Over.
Soon, the forces of Hydra will
You've left.
Now, truly, what did you expect, honestly?
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the sunlight serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbius heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk. Morbius needs to fix the mess he made. Otherwise, why is he even here?
Hey, you think Morbius's serum changes how vampires taste? I just, not a fan of GMOs.
We ain't built for this.
I disagree. We can still defeat my mother.
No. You and me doing this? Living weapons ain't designed to relax. Can make a fella downright resentful.
I can relax. I'm relaxed right now.
Well, good for you. I guess I'm the defective one. But anyone who knows me could have guessed that. Sarah never told me you were this fun.
What you doing, Charlie?
There are a surprising number of vampires in New York. A lot of them are cabbies. I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
Maybe a good sparring session will help you blow off steam.
No, I do not actually want to fight you. But I am grateful for your company.
Do you want to talk about what happened today?
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they're all immune to sunlight. I did that. Not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it. That he would come for it.
We will fix this. Together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
If you think you're bad, you should have seen what happened when Tony sat on the hood of Robbie's Hellride. There were tears.
Whose? Tony's or Robbie's?
The Hellrides.
Wow. I'm sorry I missed that. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Enjoy the quiet.
I'll just be here. Brooding. Thanks for spotting me, Hunter. I needed to burn off some steam after that last mission.
I'm surprised you have any steam to burn.
My symbiote boosts my metabolism. Helps us bounce back quickly.
So you never need a Stark Drive? And why are those so popular when they taste so bad?
3 words, Hunter. Clever marketing.
That was 2 words.
Oh, well, the 3rd word was caffeine.
If you rely on the symbiote, why push your physical body to its limits?
I often push myself past the point of exhaustion because I have to be able to compete. Most of the heroes in this house were either born with fantastic abilities or were handed them after they were dipped in radioactive alien slime.
Eddie, you are literally covered in alien goo that allows you to shatter bricks with your fist.
Yeah, sure. That didn't come out right. The symbiote gives me fantastic abilities, but I can't rely on it for everything. I maintain peak conditioning, in case my other gets compromised.
Did your parents instill you with this powerful work ethic?
Guess you could say that. My mother died in childbirth, and my father blamed me for it. Spent most of my childhood trying to measure up to that monster's unattainable standards.
I'm sure that was difficult. I know what it is like to have a parent who is a literal demon.
Yeah, well, doesn't make the family photo albums easier to look through. But thanks, Hunter. Now you know why I push myself so hard. I need to be strong enough to protect all the innocent people out there who aren't strong enough to protect themselves.
I cannot argue with that, Eddie.
Hey there. Would you rather fight 5 tiny Deadpools or a single giant one?
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Good. I needed something to do. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
Good day, Hunter.
I like to come here, away from all the noise.
It is heartwarming that I am not noise to you.
Obviously, you're better than that. Maybe even, my equal.
What was that?
Don't make me say it again.
My hearing is not as good as it used to be. Better be on the safe side and repeat it.
Your hearing is fine.
Something with the air pressure. Strange is still looking into it.
I said you're an equal, okay? Happy now? You're the first I've met that would probably impress even the likes of Mephisto.
That does not sound appealing.
Better to impress the Prince of Lies than to provoke his contempt. What he respects, he also fears. I will never apologize for being comfortable with my darkness, and neither should you.
The darkness is ours to wield. It is our strength. There is no shame in owning up to what we are and what we can do.
You are right, Hunter. More than right. I needed an ally and a friend like you for a long time. Someone that embraces their darkness and makes me feel comfortable with mine.
I am honored I can be that friend to you, Illyana.
It was an unexpected gift, but one I am happy to receive. When this battle is over, you should come back with me. Join the X-Men.
I do not have any mutant powers. I am not sure I would qualify.
You are more skilled than most of the mutants I met. I'm sure old Xavier will be happy to bend that rule for you. In any case, I hope we can continue fighting side by side in the future. If there is a future, that is.
Illyana, you and the Suns are the future. At least, you have given me hope for it.
Don't get too sentimental on me, Hunter. I was just beginning to like you.
Looking for company, Logan. Funny, you strike me as a loner.
Who, me? I like people. Problem is, people usually don't like me back.
Well, we need your skills, so consider yourself liked here. And my apologies about the circumstances.
When you get to be my age, you end up carrying so much baggage people would rather leave you in the dust. So, thanks for not leaving this old man behind.
You do not look old.
I'm over 100, kid. You're probably thrown off by my supple skin.
I am over 300. Old is only as old as you feel.
Then I must be ancient, because I feel every single one of my years.
You carried them very well.
I could keep listening to this kind of flattery forever.
Well, you are welcome to stay here as long as you want.
I gotta admit, Sarah's got a pretty swanky setup. Puts Xavier's bad to shame.
Some people think it is a little spooky.
A spooky place for spooky people. Seems like home.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself. But I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
I will make short work of this.
I'm here if you need me.
Well, hello there. You know, you should consider getting yourself a nice cloak.
Really? Why?
A good cloak adds so much gravitas to your presence. It commands respect and exudes authority. Plus, it's very comfortable. Assuming you choose a good fabric, of course.
You seem smitten with cloaks, but why not capes? They are the same thing.
Excuse me, Hunter, they are not the same thing.
Go on.
A cloak protects one from the elements. It flows, it conceals. A cape is a fashion statement.
Do you have many cloaks, or just the one?
Oh, I had many. Have many. Unfortunately, most are still locked away in the sanctum, so I have only one now.
It seems to have served you well.
Yes. Yes, it has. Let me know if you have other cloak-related questions. I'll be around.
I feel the knowledge behind every word you say.
I have worked hard for many years to get where I am.
We've stumbled on a Hydra unit unloading some of their stolen bounty. Unfortunately, their crates are rigged to self-destruct if the required keycard isn't swiped first. And Hydra's agents are carrying the key.
Not shaking their confidence.
You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
You have earned this. That'll work.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
That'll be good for you. Whatever gets the job done.
Your time has come. Hail that!
Only the innocent are spared. For the mother.
Got some backup coming. Did your mama
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key. You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Accept your fate.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Hope you're ready.
Never surrender! They haven't had enough yet. They come to me willingly.
Are they stronger than they look, at least?
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card. You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others. That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home.
Suffer!
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Hydra hasn't gotten much better over the years.
It was your time.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
Heads up, Hunter. Yes, hello.
I admire your intelligent approach to problem solving.
I am not used to people treating me with such kindness.
Nice work out there, bub.
About to make a protein shake if anybody wants one.
What were you reading, Doctor? One of those political spy thrillers Captain Rogers is always heads down in?
It's actually a medical journal on bispecific antibodies and the treatment of hematologic malignancies. Just some light reading.
We have all been working hard. You deserve some R&R.
Deserve? Based on my many past sins, I deserve nothing.
Whoa, where did that come from?
I'm sorry. I've been told that I tend toward the melodramatic. In truth, I've been in survival mode so long, I don't know where to find my own off switch.
Take a nap. If you were having trouble sleeping, maybe Nico could cast a spell of slumber.
I believe that spell is called Listening to Her Talk About Independent Foreign Films.
Just do not overdo it. Our bodies need rest to function.
Maybe your body does. I'm a nocturnal animal. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Maybe I am a little on edge.
All the more reason for a break.
You're right. I shall enjoy some respite. But then I'm jumping right back into this medical journal. It's just starting to get good.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Let's touch base.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
What have you got for me, boss? I have high expectations. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Need a pick-me-up?
Ain't gonna go easy, bub. Nice match, kid.
Ready for more?
Let's see him try to handle me now. Better test this out next time.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Later.
Let me know when you have a real challenge.
Thanks, Hunter. Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm?
Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care. Looks like we're winning. That's when people are beginning to feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
Let's do this! These fanatics are always the same. Don't play. Time's up for these chumps. Run this time.
It's not too late for us to partner up, Blade.
More fuel for the fire.
I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it. Getting better every day.
This one is ours.
They're quite fixated on me.
Without sunlight to fall back on, my job is about to get a lot harder.
You seem to have plenty of other tools, or toys, at your disposal.
It sure motivated you.
Fair point.
I'm on it.
No one is to blame but yourself. Now let that be a lesson. Be my
Don't cross my path again.
Fate brought us.
Don't try to feed on us, friend.
If we don't contain this here and now, New York could be overrun in a matter of days.
I think that's fairly obvious to all of us. Hence the urgency.
You're dragging this out. Keep the pressure on them.
Now remember who started this.
Never seen that before.
You've
left me now. That's a neat trick.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No.
Allow me! So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Jack?
Centuries. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that! This time. It is our turn. Hydra doesn't know when to quit. My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule.
Some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the
Ready! Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us. Shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
You might not believe it, Hunter, but this ordeal with the sunlight serum is finally over. Dracula has nothing.
That is fantastic. I knew you and Blade could take care of business.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
I wish all vampire threats were this easy to dismantle.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
Call me an idealist, but shining a light exposes the darkness for what it is.
See? Blade is right. Nothing is better than the smell of burnt vampires.
Ah, so the vampires turned tail and ran into the night. where they can attack us from the shadows. This was a win, right?
Can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
What you doing, Charlie?
Hey, a win is a win. Doesn't matter if the sun did most of the work for us.
I have never seen claws like yours before.
That's good for the old ego.
For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage.
Hello, my sweet girl.